A witness has been turned around from the airport and called back to the stand. Welcome to Court TV Live. I'm Julia Janae here live in Tallahassee, Florida, where we are following day 7 of the case against Donna Adelson. This is the Matriarch Mastermind murder trial, where the prosecution says that Donna Adelson was involved in the death of her son-in-law, Dan Markel, back in 2014. But the defense case is what's starting today. We've already heard from several witnesses on the stand, 2 friends of Donna Adelson who testified that she told them she was coming back from Vietnam, that she wanted to attend her grandson's bar mitzvah, and also that she reacted very surprised on the day that Dan Markel was killed, that she talked to them on the phone. Now, Ann Cunningham was one of those witnesses that was on the stand this morning. She was released, and no one said that they were going to call her back. But after the digital forensic expert was on the stand talking about whether or not there were phone calls with Ann Cunningham on that day, that witness was turned around and told to return to the courthouse here. Let's go in. Court is back in session.
I have a question about your use of cell phone service, and we touched briefly on things like WhatsApp, and what was the other one you said you used?
Viber.
Okay, Viber. When you communicated with Mrs. Adelson, did you routinely use one of those apps?
Quite often, yes.
Which app did you use mostly?
WhatsApp or Viber.
Okay, all right. And as opposed to picking up and using the cell phone service, you would use those instead?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have anything further.
Cross-examination.
So you had gone to the airport after your last testimony, right?
That is correct.
And returned to the courthouse?
Yes.
To tell us what, that you used Viber or WhatsApp to make
Yes.
that phone call?
Yes.
So it wasn't a regular phone call?
Correct.
Okay, so you misspoke earlier, or it just wasn't clear?
No, I said she called me.
Okay, and she called you and made a regular phone call on June 23rd, the month before the murder, right?
I don't recall. She made many phone calls.
And she called you on a regular line on July 20th, just 2 days after the murder. Do you recall that?
If you say so.
Okay, and July 21st?
What's the objection?
Yeah, the witness is not being shown the evidence that she's being confronted with.
I believe she is not
Wasn't
asked,
to.
or she is not asked to recall, or let me clear this up. Ms. Cunningham, do you need to see the items that the state is referring to refresh your recollection?
Do I?
Would
Yes,
you like
if
to see them?
if I spoke with her, I spoke with her.
Okay, so you have no reason to contest that you spoke with her via regular phone call, June 23rd, July 20th, and July 21st.
If it's on the record, yes.
But you're saying it was a WhatsApp or a Viber on the 18th?
Yes, they were in the car, and they often called on those apps in the car.
Would it surprise you to learn that WhatsApp didn't offer voice calls until March of 2015?
Then it was on Viber.
Must have been Viber, huh? Nothing further.
Redirect examination for the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may step down, Ms. Cunningham. All right. We are certain she's good to leave at this point.
All right, while they bring the next witness to the stand, let's talk about this witness who had to come back. I want to welcome in from Washington, D.C. We have with us trial attorney Megan Whiteside. And Megan, great to see you. I'm going to help people understand why Ann Cunningham had to come back to the stand. She specifically told this jury about Donna's reaction on the day that Dan Markel was killed, or the day that she learned that he had been shot. And it's emotional testimony because she talks about how distraught she was. Actually, let's listen back to that moment. I believe we have it.
She told me that Danny had been shot and that they were going to Tallahassee and that she was very concerned and worried about Wendy and the boys, whether they were in danger.
Okay.
Because she did not know who had shot him.
Okay. And did she indicate whether she was concerned about Danny and him being in the hospital?
Absolutely.
Okay. Did she indicate whether she had plans to go to see him at the hospital?
I don't recall.
Megan, the problem is there's no record of that call. They're claiming it's on WhatsApp or one of the apps that they used when they were traveling, but there are regular phone calls on a cell phone that were on days right around July 18th of 2014. What are your thoughts?
You hit it right on the head. The way that this testimony came out really impedes the credibility of this witness and the credibility of this defense. And with the prosecution's cross-examination upon recalling of this witness to establish, oh wait, it wasn't a phone call, because the cross of the forensic digital examiner was so effective by the government, then they have to bring back the defendant's friend, who, like you said, had emotional and compelling testimony, to show the holes in the testimony. WhatsApp was not offering voice calls at this time, so this was some other application, Viber. Unfortunately for the defense, recalling this witness to say, oh, no, whoops, it wasn't a phone call, it must have been through an application, when, as you said, the government, through cross-examination, highlighted that the defendant would call her friend by regular phone call on other times. This really, really undercuts the credibility of this testimony altogether.
Yeah, I don't know what was their regular course of business, Megan, but I know I wasn't calling on apps back then, 11 years ago. But that's not to say that it wasn't around, and it's not possible